Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station right now if you want the best content.
Well, Jamie Lee Curtis was right. It's going to piss a lot of people off. What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you want Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. And follow me on all my socials. All the links are in the description down below. Still in that Face of Horror competition. I think I was runner-up for the finalists of first place. So yeah, thank you for everybody helping me get to that. But I just got out of seeing Halloween Ends on the IMAX. And I'm still processing it. So this is kind of like my first reaction review. There are going to be spoilers, so I'm going to put something up right now. So if you don't want to be spoiled on the movie and you want to wait to watch it, you can go watch it right now in the comfort of your own home, on Peacock, if that's how you want to see it. But I wanted to see the final showdown of Laurie and Michael on the IMAX. And I'm really got a lot of mixed feelings with this movie because it's like a part of me likes it and a part of me can't, like, I'm just don't know how to feel about it. Like it's just still like my gears are still turning here. You've been subscribed to my channel for a while. You already know I put theory videos, and I've been following this movie for the entire year. So a lot of this I knew going in. I knew a lot of these type of details going in, but there were still a lot of surprises that still got to me. Were they good surprises? We'll get into it. It almost doesn't even feel like a Halloween movie at times. Like for the first hour and a half of the movie, it just does not feel like a Halloween movie. Yes, there is Halloween there. We do know about the boogeyman. We see the aftermath of what happened from Halloween Kills. We get no explanation of how Michael got from the street inside the Myers house to kill Karen and then end up in the fucking sewer being the Pennywise of fucking Haddonfield. It's details like this that really piss me off that I kind of wanted questions to. Let's see something. Let's see some creativity. Let's pick up exactly where that left off. And if you want to know that, like, the opening of this movie, like, it just starts off with a song. It doesn't even feel like the opening of the last two films. And also the font in this movie, just it was blue and it just didn't feel right. I was like, what is going on here? But then someone brought it to my attention later on. And I'm gonna go ahead and shout his name now. Craven Something Scary. Great channel. Check him out. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. But he pointed out that it is like the font from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which it kind of makes me appreciate it just a little bit more, because that goes, you going into this movie and knowing those type of details, you know you're about to get a totally different type of Halloween movie. It definitely did. The opening scene was pretty damn well made. But the only thing about it is, like, everything that this movie surrounds itself with and what it does later on throughout the movie just doesn't even, it feels like a story ripped out of another script. And then when they're like, oh, well, let's just add a little bit of Michael Myers in here, and we need a fight scene with Laurie and Michael, and yeah, let's rush that out real quick. Kind of had a mix between that movie with Mark Wahlberg, Fear, where Mark Wahlberg was the psycho boyfriend with Reese Witherspoon, and the dad was trying to keep him away from her because he knew that there was something about him that wasn't right. That's how Laurie is with this Corey Cunningham character that is dating Allison, her granddaughter. It's also got a little bit of dash of Christine in there too. So yeah, you'll see a lot of these similarities if you've seen those movies. And I appreciate them for what they're doing. And this has got to be the most ballsy Halloween movie yet. And you would say that Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is pretty ballsy, and it is. It definitely is. But this movie it's so ballsy, it almost feels like it's just a complete departure from the Halloween franchise, and especially from this trilogy. It almost feels like that this movie is not even a part of this trilogy, even though it is, but it doesn't feel like it. It's hard to explain. People that you think that dies in Halloween Kills, but they're actually survived and they're here. And this whole message about that that we are the monsters, you know, and we can turn on people and bullyism. Is that a word? Bullyism. It focuses too much on that, and it's like Michael's on the back burner, and there's some laughable moments also with dealing with Michael Myers, and that's where the movie just fucking pisses me to the core. There's literally a scene where Michael Myers is like limping, got his arm like this, and he's just so weak, and he falls, and all this, and he just like, is like sitting there watching something happen. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they bring up this question, we all wonder, no man could survive all this stuff, so he has to be supernatural. But then they're saying, no, he's actually a man, that he's just survived this, and you don't need to know why. But there is an actual scene in this movie where Michael Myers is weak, and this Corey Cunningham character is like, show me how you do it. And Michael Myers goes and just stabs this one dude, and he's just stabbing over and over. And then you see Michael do this whole like convulsion thing, just like he's like regaining his strength, like he's the fucking mummy or something, regaining his strength after every kill. We already know from Halloween Kills, Jamie Lee Curtis says, every time he kills, he transcends. That sounds pretty fucking supernatural to me. And then especially with this Corey Cunningham character kind of taking up the mantle and going out and killing people, and he's like obtain this evil, and that's when Laurie starts to notice it. And then on top of it, like the one thing that I was surprised about that I did not even know was that Michael Myers and Corey Cunningham was going to be teaming up for a few of these kills. That was actually really, I don't know if I like it or if I don't. I think at first I want to say no, I don't like it, but it's so ballsy that I kind of do. I don't know how to feel about this movie. Can't say this. I'm not completely fucking satisfied, okay? So reboot this son of a bitch as soon as fucking possible, please, okay? Because I'm not satisfied with everything that happened. Yes, we get a showdown between Laurie and Michael Myers, and it goes by really freaking quick, and it's not enough. And then something happens after that math to where she pretty much like, okay, I'm just telling you right now, if you don't want to know, she has him pinned on the table. She has him with knives. His arms are out like this. He actually rips one of the knives, and it's like cuts like right here between his hand, and he grabs Laurie by the throat. Then Allison comes in, breaks Michael Myers' arm. Laurie Strode's already got his mask off, already cut his throat, cuts his wrist. So he's just bleeding out right there, and then Hawkins and the police department, they all storm in, and then they're like, this isn't enough, and then that's where everybody, all the townspeople get together, and they pretty much tie Michael to the top of the car like a fucking deer, and drive him with the mob just following them all the way to the junkyard. And then they're all like lifting him off the car, and they're all like holding him, and they're passing him on. And then there's like this this crusher. I want to say meat grinder, but it's not a meat grinder. So it's like where they crush metal and cars and stuff. And they put Michael there, and then they spread apart and let Laurie walk up and let her be the one to actually push him into this. And you see Michael's body just like crush up and just like go down in this machine, like his whole head, everything just gets shredded. And so it's like his body has died. But Laurie also makes the comment that he's not a boogeyman, he's nothing, he's just a man. So what the, like, where is the what the fuck? This is the kind of stuff that like I kind of wanted answers on. I just wanted a little bit of clarity. Like, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, we don't need to know. Well, don't show me that he is supernatural. Don't say that he's not supernatural, and then show me he's supernatural by stabbing somebody and he's going into convulsions and getting stronger and getting more strength, and then you kill him and then you say he's just a man. Like, this, it just doesn't fucking make, it's not satisfying. And then also, we kind of get, like, after everything is done, Allison already predicted this, that Allison was going to go ahead and leave Haddonfield and leave it in your rearview mirror, and Laurie Strode survives. and Laurie Strode stays, and her and Hawkins kind of reconnect, and you can tell that it's going to start to where they're going to form a relationship, and they're there for each other, and it kind of has this. I kind of got feels with the very, the aftermath and everything, how it was ending up is like kind of like that feeling with Scream 3, where you see like the aftermath and everything's sunshiny, and Sydney is just, not scared anymore. She's leaving her front door open. She's like not in fear anymore. That's kind of like how Laurie is. But then the camera just kind of pans over and you see that Laurie actually has the possession of Michael Myers' mask right there. And I just like, yeah, you can say, hey, is Laurie gonna get evil by putting on the mask? What the fuck is going on here? Like, there's just it just feels a little bit rushed and a little bit sloppy, the third act of the movie. The first two acts, it's just kind of like, why? Like why? At least have Michael do a little bit more through the first hour and a half. I can see why they decided to put this back on Peacock. I really can. They didn't need to. I think we were going to show up for this movie anyways, but I think that showed their confidence level. And then the embargo lifts like hours, like before the movie even comes out. So that's not a good sign. So yeah, I mean, this really is. It's going to piss you off. It kind of pisses me off. But it's also a well-made movie. So it's really just like, wish we would have got I want to know what the original idea was for the third Halloween Ends movie. Before, the pandemic happened, and before, rewrites came in, and before Jamie Lee Curtis took some creative control and wanted to push all this out with some political statements. And before this Corey Cunningham character, I just feel like it's all an afterthought, and that's how it feels. We were never introduced to Corey Cunningham in the previous two movies. It would have made more sense to see Cameron survive Halloween Kills and Halloween 2018, and this be what he goes into. This should have been Cameron, even though that he had the best kill scene in Halloween Kills, but this should be Cameron's thing here. Does that make sense to you? Because it's hard to attach to somebody in this movie that we've never been introduced to in the previous two movies. Like, it just feels like an afterthought. I wish Halloween Ends picked up exactly where Halloween Kills left off, and we were still in that same night, or maybe, at least the first act of that movie be in the same night, and then it leads into a year later or something like that. But this just feels really unnecessary, and it feels like almost like a big fuck you to the fans in a way. Myself a few times like giggling, like shaking my head, like, oh my god, I can't believe they did this. This is just such a departure. But I can appreciate it at the same time. I'm just glad that it's over. Okay, they didn't land the marking. This can't be the end. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It can be the end of Laurie's, but reboot this as soon as possible. Somebody else pick this up and do it right. And I guess we'll pick up, what timeline. Bring back the sequel to Halloween 4. Let's get rid of Halloween 5 and 6 and that Colt Thorne stuff, and let's have Danielle Harris, Jamie's character, all grown up now, and let's do that timeline. Okay, let's give that a go. Okay, because this just isn't it. It's like, if you've seen it, what did you think about it? Leave your comment section in the comment section below and let me know. I'm still processing this. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night, Friday night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm going to go on a deep dive of this and more spoilers. So be a part of that conversation. Consider subscribing if this is your first time here. I talk all Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. I do live streams every Friday night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, guys, thank you. Smash that like button so this gets out to view more audiences. And follow me on all my socials down below. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Shit. Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you on another time. Peace.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck you. Yeah.